Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's Marilyn here with our ukulele class for our little people and maybe older people, maybe some seniors or some parents that want to strum along with us this morning. We usually start with a book, something that's based on music or mentions music. And so today's story, it's a very short one. It's called There's a Hole in My Pocket, based on a traditional American song. If you notice, he's dropping some marbles out of his pocket. There's a hole in my pocket. Fix it. How can I fix it? Sew it. How do I sew it? With a needle and thread. How can I get them? Buy them. How do I buy them? With money. Well, how can I carry it? In your pocket. But there's a hole in my pocket. There's a hole in my pocket based on a traditional American song. That's called a circle story. And there is an old song that I learned when I was a little girl, and that might have been a very long time ago for some of you. And it was called There's a Hole in My Pocket. And we're going to play that just a little bit later because we're going to learn a new chord with it today. Right now, I always like to start our new lessons with our old lessons so that we can build on those. So what I want to do today is to go back over the songs that we've already played and maybe a little review of how to make those chords. Our first chord that we learned was a C. And the C chord, if you remember, we have our frets here. These are the little metal things that are marking our fretboard. And in between, we call those the fret spaces, and that's where we put our fingers. So to make our C chord, remember we used our third finger? And we went 1, 2, 3. We put it on in the third fret space on that bottom string called our first string. And we put our finger up on its tip so that we're not touching any other strings. And we try to put our thumb in the back if we can remember to do that. We hold the ukulele against our belly. And we strum either with the side of our thumb, going down all 4 strings, or we strum with our first finger, the fingernail, the back of our first finger like this. That one's a little louder. Okay. So that's our C chord, and we're going to start with the first song we learned, which was Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Let's see how that's going. I'll count 1, 2, ready, play, and then we'll start. 1, 2, ready, play. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Good. Did you remember to keep a nice steady strum no matter how we sing the words or what rhythm that is? Just keep a nice steady strum. Good. The next song that we did was Are You Sleeping? So let's play Are You Sleeping? Same thing. 1, 2, 3, third fret space with our third finger because our pointer finger's number 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. So we're going to do with our third finger in the third fret space on that first string, C chord, and let's do Are You Sleeping? 1, 2, play together. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong, ding, ding, dong. Good, good. Did you keep a steady beat? I hope so. That was our first lesson. Our second lesson, we did, I think it was the HokeyPokey and maybe Skip to My Lou. I'm not sure if it was that or not, but we'll try that one anyway. The HokeyPokey has 2 chords, and we play it with our C chord. That's our first chord. Then we're going to slide our 3rd finger down 1 fret space, and we're going to plop our first finger on the 2nd string in the 1st fret space, and our 3rd finger is going to go on the 3rd string, because we count up from the bottom, on our 2nd fret space. So it looks like a little triangle. If you look at your fingers, it looks like a little triangle, and that's our G7th chord. So to get easily from G7 to C and back again, we make our C chord, and then we just slide down. We try not to take our finger off if we can help it. It kind of makes us lose our place. So we'll slide down, and we'll put that right there, and we'll just plop the other 2 fingers on their strings. Even if it doesn't sound quite right, it's okay to just continue and keep on strumming. When we're finished with G7, we take our fingers off and just slide our 3rd finger back down in that 3rd fret space and go back to C. So let's try that a little bit. Let's pick up your ukuleles if you don't have them in your hands right now. Make a C chord. We'll play 4 strums of C, slide down, plop our fingers, take our fingers off and slide back on that same finger. So we always have that finger right on the 1st string. Makes it much easier. Okay, let's play 4 strums back and forth between C and G7 just to get you warmed up. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Slide back down. 1, 2, 3. Slide. Slide. Good. Good. All right. Let's try the HokeyPokey. Are you ready? We'll put our right foot in first. Go. You can listen or you can watch and play along. 1, 2, ready. Oops, sing first. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the HokeyPokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, you put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the HokeyPokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Nice. And you can go on and put your right hand in, your left arm in, your head in, your whole self in, all of those verses that you learned a long time ago when you were little. What I'm doing, I hope you notice, is that when I'm playing C, I'm holding the ukulele here. When I'm playing G7, I'm trying to tip it up a little bit, so that'll give you a clue that that's when to change chords. Also, playing ukulele, you hear it with your ear, and you say, oh, that sounds funny. If I stay on C, I better move to a G7, and then back again. So I'm trying to give you a little hint with that, and remember to tip up my ukulele. So when we're playing G7th, you'll know that. I think our other song was Skip to My Lou. If it wasn't, well, we'll learn another new song today. Also C and G7th. So let's hear it. 1, 2, ready, play. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Lost my partner, what'll I do? Lost my partner, what'll I do? Skip to my Lou, my darling. Skip, skip, skip to my off. Take your fingers off and rest them for a minute. Remember I said I usually take my thumb and just rub my fingers together so that in case they're getting a little indented, I can smooth that out and make them feel good. Okay. We also did Everybody Loves Saturday Night. Everybody loves Saturday night. So let's try that one together and I'll remind you how it goes. It's still C and G7. And we'll start singing first. Here we go. Everybody loves Saturday night. Everybody loves Saturday night. Everybody loves Saturday night. Then you can make up words like this. My whole family loves Saturday night. My whole family loves Saturday night. My whole family, my whole family, my whole family, my whole family, my whole family loves Saturday night. Oops, I'm pretty sure I forgot to tip my ukulele up when I played G7 that time. I'm sorry. I hope you can hear it with your ear and figure out when to change, or look at my fingers and you'll know. You can tell when I'm sliding and when I'm on G7 and when I'm on C. You can tell by looking at my fingers. So that was Saturday night. And again, you can make up verses to that. And the other one that we did was Hey Lighty Lighty, and that's another one that you can make up verses to. And I'll try to remember to move my ukulele this time. Hey Lighty Lighty Lighty, hey Lighty Lighty Low. Here we go. Hey Lighty Lighty Lighty, hey Lighty Lighty Low. Hey Lighty Lighty Lighty, hey Lighty Lighty Low. This is just a silly song. Hey Lighty Lighty Low. Make it up as you go along. Hey Lighty Lighty Low. Hey Lighty Lighty Lighty. Hey Lighty Lighty Low. Hey Lighty Lighty Lighty. Hey Lighty Lighty Low. Nice, and you can make as many verses as you want. If you like to write and make up poetry and rhyming things, you can do a lot with names with that. It's really kind of fun to do that. So those are all the songs that we've done so far. Today it's time to try to learn a new chord. And we're going to try now songs with 3 chords in them. And our new chord today is called the F chord. Now, the F chord is made with your first finger. Remember, that's the first finger, not our thumb, but our first finger, our pointer finger, is going to be on the 2nd string on the, remember, counting up from the bottom, so it's our 2nd string in the 1st fret space. And then we're going to put our 2nd finger way up top on the 4th string. We haven't played anything on the 4th string yet. That's our 4th string. And we have 2 fingers down for this chord, the F chord. And it sounds like this. Okay. Would you try making the F chord with me, and then we'll strum it a few times to get used to it? First finger on the 2nd string. 2nd finger is way up in the next fret space on that top string. That's called our 4th string, counting up from the bottom. Let's play together. Nice steady strums. Ready? I'll count 1, 2, ready, play F. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, stop. Good job. Now, the trick is how to get from C to F and C to G7 and G7 to F. All those chords all mixed in. So let's see if we can find some easy ways to do that. if we go from C to F, our fingers are almost always in this kind of a position when we play our C chord. So we automatically take our little finger, our third finger off, and we put our first finger down on that second string and then up top with the fourth string. So it looks like this. It's a real hop. It's here, and then lift that finger off and plop both fingers at the same time. It's most important to try to drop both fingers at the same time, because what happens is if people sometimes put one and then put the other one, by that time we're already on a new chord. So we try to just drop those fingers at the same time. Here's our C. Pick your fingers up and just take a stab and try to drop it right there, right on the second string and the fourth string. It's okay if it's not right there perfect every time. We're just learning. So C, and then take your finger off and drop the first two fingers down on the second and fourth string. Let's try that together, and we'll do it really, really slowly so we see if we can make it. Here, C, we'll play 4 C's, 4 F's, and back again a couple of times. Okay, let's get our C chord up on its tip, finger in the back, and 1, 2, ready, play. C, 2, ready, change to F, 2, ready, change, C, 2, 3, change, F, 2, 3, C, ready, stop. Good job. It'll take a little while to get used to that, I'm sure. When we're going from C to F, that's the hardest. When we're going from G7th to F, that's easier. Let's take a look. Let's make our G7th chord. That first finger's on the second string, then our second finger's on the third string, and our third finger's way down the bottom on our first string. And we are here with G7. Now look what happens. We take that last finger off, and we leave our first finger right where it is, and all we do is move this finger over one. And we've got F. So we go G7, lift our finger over to F. Over to F, and then move that finger back down and go back to G7. So from G7 to F is pretty easy. Lift a finger, lift this finger, and just plop it there. In the meantime, this finger stays put. First finger just stays where it is. So that's our new chord. That's the F chord today. Now, I wanted to go back to There's a Hole in My Pocket, to the song that I learned a long time ago, and that is There's a Hole in My Bucket. And again, it's the same kind of circular story song. It tells a whole story. I won't do the whole story because it's very long. But we'll try to figure out when to put an F chord in there, and I'll try to do it really slowly so that you can see it. I'm also going to try to remember to play C like this with my ukulele like this. When I play G7th, I'll try to remember to put it up in the air. And when I want to play F, I'm going to try to tilt it down that way so you'll know that's F. So we've got C, G7. And then when I play F, I'll try to remember to do that, right? Will you just listen to it first and watch my fingers and see what I'm doing with my chords? And I'll try to play it really slowly so you can see it. Here we go. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, a hole. Oh, there is a G7th that sneaked in there. Let's look at that again. There's a hole in my my bucket. Dear Liza, there's a hole in my bucket. Dear Liza, a hole. Wow, just one G7th. And it's okay to make mistakes. I think you might have caught my mistake on that one. Well, let's see what Henry, that Liza's talking to, what he said, what she says back to Henry. Then mend it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then mend it, dear Henry, dear Henry. Mend it. With what shall I mend it? Dear Liza, with what shall I mend it? Dear Liza, with what? With a straw then, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a straw then, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a straw. And so on, and they go all the way around until they comes back to, but there's a hole in my bucket. So that went from C to F, C to F, and then we sneaked in one G7th. You heard it, just one strum of G7th, a straw, and then back again. So that is a song way back from a long, long, long time ago. Here's one that you may or may not know. It's about one of those big snakes called the Boa Constrictor. And this is kind of a fun one with a surprise ending. It's got the same 3 chords. And I'll play it first and then we'll play it together one time. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed. Oh, I'm sick. I'm sorry. Let's start again. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. And I don't like it very much. Oh no, he's up to my toe. He's up to my toe. Oh gee, he's up to my knee, he's up to my knee. Oh fiddle, he's up to my middle, he's up to my middle. Oh heck, he's up to my neck, he's up to my neck. Oh dread, he's up to my little. I hope you got the joke of that. So in that song, there's really just one F that we have to remember. Most of it is just G and D7th, but there is an F in there. Will you play it with me one time, and we'll get this prepared to play it for your family and play the joke on them. Okay. C chord, third finger is in that third fret space. Here we go. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. And I don't like it very much. Oh no, he's up to my toe, he's up to my toe. Oh gee, he's up to my knee, he's up to my knee. Oh fiddle, oh fiddle. He's up to my middle, he's up to my middle. Oh heck, oh heck. He's up to my neck, he's up to my neck. Oh dread, he's up to my gulp. So I hope you have some fun with that one. So remember, there's just that one F chord right in the sort of towards the beginning of the song when you're doing it. But that's all you have to remember with that one. Hey, I thought one other one that we might do today, and I hope our lesson isn't going too long, is This Old Man. And This Old Man has a few F's in it. So you watch, I'll try to remember to tilt my ukulele, and you watch and see what you can remember. It's going to use all three of our chords. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give-a-dunk-a-bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played two. He played knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give-a-dunk-a-bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played three. He played knick-knack on my knee with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give-a-dunk-a-bone. This old man came rolling home. There's This Old Man. So try our new songs this time. It was Boa Constrictor and This Old Man. Keep a nice steady strum and keep plunking away on your ukulele. Thanks everybody. Bye-bye.